guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about my January favorites, and I've decided that instead of doing the obligatory I can't believe this is already the end of January and we are, you know, already through our first month of the year, I decided that because I'm such a Christmas fanatic that I'm just going to start counting down to Christmas. So I can't believe we only have 10 more months to Christmas. How's that? I like that better. So we are going to be talking about my January favorites. There's a couple of things that I'm going to talk about not related to favorites at the very beginning. And then I have a couple of like non-beauty related favorites. So what I'll do is I'll put a little timestamp down right here. If you don't care about the Zeus update, or you don't care about non-beauty favorites, or you don't care about anything but my makeup favorites, basically, then you can skip on over to that. But if you do, then let's just go ahead and get started with a couple of other things and then things I've been loving this month. The couple of other things, two things. I do have a new blog sale up. I posted about this on Instagram last week. A lot of the stuff has sold out. However, I have also added new stuff since I originally posted it. So I will put the link down in the description bar, and all the instructions as to what you need to do and everything is very, I feel like, clearly stated at the beginning of the blog sale. You can email me if you have something that's not sold out that you want. I am not going to sell anything that's almost finished, that I've hit pan on, that is expired, that is bad. Like that's not how I do blog sales. I will sanitize everything to the best of my ability, and again, all this is laid out. So if you want to see if I've got everything, I try to do them about 3 times a year to kind of weed out some of the stuff I'm just not reaching for, so that I can buy some more stuff for y'all to review. I just heard somebody say on a video that they think that some people have this notion that people who are on YouTube have endless bank accounts and can just buy and buy and buy, and that's definitely not true. And I'm not on any PR list. Well, I'm on like 2. So everything that I review for y'all, I have to buy. So it just helps kind of fund that bank account that I spend all my money, makeup money on. The second thing is the last video that I put up, you know, I never knew, you don't know what kind of response you're going to get to videos when you first upload them. And I got such an amazing response from y'all. I mean, if anything inspires me to keep making videos, it is you, because y'all are just so awesome. But I had mentioned that I had put a poll up on the community section of YouTube, which basically it will show up in your feed of videos. So like you go to your subscriptions tab in YouTube, if I were to post a poll or a question or something, it will show up in that feed. And I had put a poll of what y'all are wanting to see from me more often, and Q&A, more personal style videos, was one of the options, and I got the least amount of response on that one. I think it was like 9% of the responses were for that, but then a lot of y'all had said that you didn't see that poll and you would really like a Q&A. So this is the thing. I will do a Q&A. I'll probably do it like as a get ready with me style while I'm still putting on makeup, but then answering questions in the process. So if you were one of the ones that wanted me to do a Q&A, feel free to put your questions in this video. I might do a separate Instagram post as well for questions, but I haven't decided yet. If you're watching this and want it, be sure and put down in the comments any questions you want to ask. I'm not gonna, say don't ask this question, don't ask that. For the most part, I'm pretty much an open book, and I'll just pick and choose which questions I want to answer. If something's a little too personal, I just won't answer it. But feel free to ask whatever you choose to ask down in the comment section. Okay, this is the time of the video where we are going to go on over to like a 30-second little update on Zeus. And if you are new to my channel, he is my English Mastiff, or our English Mastiff. He will be 4 months old Saturday, I don't know, the 4th. He will be 4 months old on the 4th. He is currently about 52 pounds, which is absolutely massive for a 4-month-old puppy. His paws, we're guessing he's going to be like 220. His paws are huge. He is 150% puppy, and we are having to adjust to that because Moose was not like that. He is calming down a little bit, but he is still just such a joy. So I'm going to go right on over to a clip of him, and then I'll come back and start with the favorites.
Zeus! Zeus! Come here, buddy! Dad, come here. Hey, Zeus. Come here. Zeus! Come here. Hey.
Hey, Zeus.
Say hi, Daddy. Hey.
Zeus. Zeus. Hi.
Okay, so now that we are all updated on Mr. Zeuser, we are going to start on the favorites. Now, I do have a couple of TV shows this month, which is not normal because typically I don't watch that much TV. Either I don't have time or I'd rather watch YouTube if I do have any time, or I don't know. But I feel like it's a time where Chad and I can just sit after the girls have gone to bed and like enjoy each other's company and be entertained in the process. And it all started with Game of Thrones. That's what became like our obsession. And then my brother recommended a show on Netflix, which I know I'm late to, y'all. When you hear me say this, you're gonna be like, that was like 2 years ago. Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm not saying that I'm up on the trends for the shows on Netflix, but the first one that we have been absolutely loving is Stranger Things. And I know this has been talked about so many times, so I'm not going to dwell on it because I'm sure all of y'all have watched it if you are interested in that kind of thing. But if you have not watched it, I feel the best way to explain it is it's kind of like the Goonies meets the X-Files, which I love the Goonies. I'm a child of the 80s and I love that time period. I adore it. And so one of my favorite things about the show is the authenticness of the time period. So it's based in 83 and season 2 is based in 84. The clothes, the music is amazing. The haircuts, how everybody acted in the boys playing Dungeons and Dragons. Like I remember my older brother playing that. Like it just takes me back, but it's also a really good storyline. And then the second show we just started watching like 4 nights ago, but we're almost done with season 1. Because I'm serious, y'all. Like we watch it, we sit down at like 9 o'clock and we start watching it, and then we're like, oh, we can watch one more. Oh, we can watch one more. And then all of a sudden it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. And this is called The Last Kingdom. And it just came up on like Chad's recommended feed or something. And I really like it. I really like it. I'm just going to put like a picture and I'll have you Google so I don't spend forever talking about it. But it's a historical type war, but it's based around one person, and it's pagans versus Christians, Danes versus Saxons, and it's just, I like it. I like it. Okay, so the last non-beauty related favorite, I also posted this on Instagram, but if you have not been able to see it, I really wanted to share it on here because it holds such a special place in my heart. This is another reason I absolutely adore YouTube, because I get to see, let me turn this off, the true hearts of some of y'all. And after Moose passed away, I had one of you from Australia message me and tell me that you are a pet artist, or that you are kind of like a pet portraiture. What's that? I don't know what that's called. My husband paints, I should know. Sorry, I'm opening this and I'm gonna make sure I have nothing on my hands. And wanted to draw a picture of Moose for me and my family as kind of like an I'm sorry, and she did that. She asked for my favorite picture of him and I sent it, and this is on the section of my steps. Like you go up a little bit and then you go up the rest the other way. He would always sit there every time I left the front door, whether it be to go to the bus stop or to go to the mailbox. He would always come and sit there and wait for me. And this is a picture I took when he was laying there, and this was just his special spot with me, and I adored it, so I sent it. And she drew this picture and sent it to me, and I just can't. Do you see this? Do you see the absolute perfection? It makes me want to cry every time I see it. This is the kindest gift that I think anybody has ever given me. Right now, it's still in the plastic because we were looking for an appropriate frame, but it's been set up next to our computer in our office so that we can see it every single day, multiple times a day. And it's just, her name is Bronwyn, and I will put her Instagram right here so you can see other pictures that she's done. She's just amazing. And I just thank you so much if you're watching. You are just a shining light, and that really, 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 really means so much to us. All right, so now let's go into the makeup favorites. I have one skincare favorite, which I'll start out with. This is a serum that I purchased because I'd seen it. I follow them on Instagram and I had seen it multiple times and I just really wanted to try it. So I went ahead and purchased it. So this is the Leilani Aloha Ambrosia Morning Moisture Elixir. So it comes in a package like this. You can see I've used about that much, but I use 1 pump a day. It's lasted me quite a long time so far. But Leilani Skincare is a skincare line based out of Hawaii, and they use holistic ingredients, or they have a holistic approach. So it's all natural ingredients that they use, and they use like fresh Hawaiian nectars, potent and vibrant botanical actives, and luxurious tropical beauty oils. This is, first of all, it smells amazing. They are made in very fresh batches, so you've got a lot number on the bottom of each bottle. Again, it smells amazing. What I do is I add this into my hyaluronic acid serum, mix them together, and apply them on my face in the morning, and it gives the most gorgeous glow to the face without looking greasy. It smells amazing. It feels amazing. It has an extra dose of moisturization. It's amazing. So I will link this down below because I highly recommend it. I posted it on my other Instagram, my clean beauty one, and somebody said, do you think it would work on combo skin? And then I had another follower comment back to her and said that she has combo skin and she absolutely adores it. So if that helps anybody out there wondering if something like that would work on combo skin, she says it does. I'm going to talk about a couple of powders. One is for the face and one is for the under eyes. The first one is for the under eyes. I have, just because I know somebody's going to ask, I have purchased the new Becca Under Eye Brightening Powder. I've used it once and I wasn't a fan, but I think I wasn't a fan of it with the concealer I used it with, so I'm not giving up on it. I'm still going to use it. But I know I do not like it more than this one, and this is the one that has literally beat out my NARS Crystal Setting Powder, my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, my La Mer powder, any other powders that I love and still do for my under eyes. It beats it out. It's the one I would choose before any of them. And it's the Beautycounter Mattifying Powder. Now, when I first heard mattifying, I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't like matte. Now, I don't necessarily want my under eyes to shine, but I don't really like the idea of a matte face anywhere. But I tried it anyways. I bought it because I wanted to have it to give samples to clients and stuff and just to try it so I could have my idea on it. And when I put it under my eyes, I'm like, holy cow, my eyes look really smooth. Like, what is this? And then I tried it with a different concealer the next day because I thought maybe it's just my concealer. No, it's this. I absolutely love this. I've used it on clients. They love it. I had one buy it because she loved it so much. It is really, really good. I like it on the face. It's not my favorite face powder. I'm going to talk about a face powder next. But for under the eyes, this, in my opinion, cannot be beat. It does not have flashback. Have I talked about this already? No, I remember I talked about this in a Get Ready With Me, and that's when I say it does not have flashback. Okay, that threw me for a loop. It does not have flashback. Now, the face powder, this is kind of cheating because technically I only got this last week, but I'm telling you, I love this. Now, I still love the Note powder, the one that I used in my Get Ready With Me and the one that I used in, or that I talked about in my December favorites. I still love it. This one is different. The Note powder has a little bit of coverage and it's a little bit heavier, but it still looks like skin. This one is like you're putting absolutely nothing on your face and it gives a nice glow to the face. It is the Glow Skin Beauty Perfecting Powder. So I ordered a lot of things from Glow Skin Beauty because I want to do a full face of their products. And this powder has just stolen the show, along with a couple of other things from the line. But this one is just so, so good. It comes in one shade because it is very translucent. Let me see if I can get that to... It looks like it's not, but then when you put it on like nothing swatches off. It sets your makeup beautifully to where I don't have to do anything to it for the rest of the day. But it gives this beautiful glow. Now, there's some people that said it mattified their makeup. When I looked at the reviews, I don't find that it mattifies it at all. I find that it makes it look like gorgeous skin, and it's one of those ones that you absolutely cannot put too much of. Like, there's some powders you can't touch up with because it'll just start to look cakey. This is one that I would highly recommend putting in your purse and just touching up all day long if you needed to, because it does not cake up, and it is so, 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 so good. The next powder product is the blush I used in my everyday makeup look. This is the Bare Minerals Best Compliment Blush. It is, I said in that video, what NARS Orgasm is to everyone else, I feel like, because I feel like I'm the only one on the planet that doesn't like love blush. But this one is a beautiful peachy, it's got more peach in it than it does pink, but it also has, I don't even know if it's going to show up. I have it on my cheeks today. but it also has a very nice sheen. It does not have shimmer or glitter or anything. It just provides a really nice sheen, and I love it. Now, that came in a set from QVC, and I can't find it separately anywhere but Amazon. And I think the last time I linked it from Amazon, it said there was only a couple left, so I will still try to find them, but I hope to goodness that they bring more of those out because I love that color and I love the formula. They have just released some new Gen Nude blushes that I'm eager to try out, but so far, that's my absolute favorite blush I've ever tried from Bare Minerals. Couple more things because I've just been talking so long. This is a brush. This brush, I know I use it in almost every single one of my tutorials or get ready with me's, or I mean, I use it all the time. So I know it's not the first time you've seen it, but I don't even, and maybe I've even talked about it in the favorites. I don't know. This is the Wayne Goss number 11 brush. Now, if you have been with me for any length of time, you know there's really a Wayne Goss brush, or not a Wayne Goss brush, that I don't love. I absolutely love the line. It's one of my absolute favorite brush lines ever. I'm a big fan of natural hair brushes, and I don't think anybody does them better than him. Now, I don't know. I don't have Haki Hodo or any of that, but they're so good. So the number 11 I use for bronzer. If you can see, it's fluffy, but it still tapers a little bit down at the ferrule, and then it comes out a little bit into fluffy. Now, I use this every single day for my bronzer. I find it to be the perfect size to use on my forehead. I find it to be the perfect size to use on my cheeks. It's great for the neck. Honestly, you can't go wrong. It picks up product wonderfully. It blends out product like a dream. And I'm going to say it, and I'm going to believe it and back it with 100% of my being. I like this better than the Tom Ford bronzing brush. I wanted to give y'all a time to be like, because, I mean, for so long, that was my absolute favorite bronzing brush. This one, if I had to pick between the two, I would pick this one each and every time. I love it. I'm assuming it's great for blush. I'm assuming it's great for powder. I only ever use it for bronzer, and I love it. And it's a whole lot cheaper. It's still expensive for a brush, but it's a whole lot cheaper than the Tom Ford. So if you've been contemplating getting the Tom Ford, I'm not saying it's a bad brush. I still love it, but I like this one better, and it is cheaper. Okay, finally, I'm going to talk about the lipstick I have on my lips right now. I have two colors I'm going to show you. The first color that I have, I'll talk about is the one on my lips. These are the L'Oreal Color Riche Shine lipsticks. They come in this like clear packaging. So the color I have on right now is number 910 Shining Peach. These are the type of lipsticks that I do not need a mirror with. They do not need a gloss. I am not a matte lipstick fan. I always put a gloss on top of my lipstick. I don't need to put a gloss on top of these because they do have a glossy finish. So that right there, this color right here is the Shining Peach. So, I mean, it's on my lips, so you can see what it looks like. It's a very nude, but I don't see any peach. I wish they wouldn't call it peach because I see nothing but pink. It's a very nude pink color. Oh, I love it. And this one, the other one I have is called Sparkling Rose. Yeah, it's not rosé, it's Sparkling Rose. And this one is also a pink. So it's just a little bit darker, as you'll see in the swatch, so you can tell now. I think you can actually see that one a little bit better because you've got something to compare it to. But the top is the Sparkling Peach and the bottom is the Sparkling Rose. Both have a pink undertone to them, but again, they're something you do not need a mirror for. You can keep in your pocket, you can keep in your purse. You know, you can just apply on the go. I do a lot of this time of the year, I do a lot of trade shows with my husband's business, and I like to keep something like that in my pocket so that I don't have to stop and crouch down and take out a mirror. And I can just reapply my lipstick. They're very, very moisturizing. They don't dry out my lips and they don't smell. They don't have like that typical L'Oreal lipstick smell. So I highly recommend them, and I am excited to try more colors because they're a formula that I really enjoy, and they're $10, so you can't beat that. So I think that is all of my favorites. I know I've been talking a long time, but I had a lot of other stuff I wanted to talk about. So as always, be sure and let me know your favorites for the month, as well as any questions you might have if you're interested in a Q&A video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure and subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any future videos. And as always, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.